this shit is getting crazy and crazy. Like, a girl was murdered over TikTok, my nigga. Like, these niggas are crazy. Like, niggas want attention. But before we get into this, make sure you guys like and subscribe, because I'm not missing a day of this. What's it called? January? Yeah. Let's get straight into this reaction. Like, some tragic shit for real. But let's see this.
This is the story of CASHAPP, a 16-year-old girl murdered while recording what would be her last TikTok video.
It's crazy.
Disclaimer: the video is to bring awareness to CASHAPP's story and meant to cause no harm. Please pray for the friends and the family of the victim. Atlanta, Georgia, gained national news in 2020 after a horrifying death of a young girl. In December 2020,
niggas do anything for attention now. Like, it was that Mexican girl that died in Mexico. Like, it's crazy. Like, niggas want anything.
CASHAPP, a 16-year-old high school student, received an invite to a party that was going to be held at an Airbnb. This party would be chaperoned by an adult. CASHAPP's stepfather, Ronnie Savoy, encouraged her to go to the event since she had been confined to her house since the lockdown due to COVID-19.
So this is 2020, so this is a little old.
Airbnb with a couple of more friends from school and the mother. They've done this once before.
Like, these groups, like, gotta watch who you're friends with for real, chat. Like, you don't know who it could be around you that just, like, turns on you and does stuff like this.
So we was a little,
you gotta be careful, chat. Who are your friends with? Like, it could be your close ones.
Letting her go the second time, and we spoke to the mother, and she said she was going to be there.
April Smith, CASHAPP's mother, agreed with her daughter getting some time out of the house and enjoying herself. The chaperone informed CASHAPP's parents that
a lot of these things, like, are just unknown, like, for real. Like sometimes they don't even show up on the news because they're so hidden, because they don't got fame at all. Like people need to start caring for each other, for real.
The event would be an Airbnb party for children, and that she would be responsible for everything. The parents felt at ease and decided that sending CASHAPP to spend the night would be good for her. At 12:02 a.m., CASHAPP is seen performing a dance routine in her TikTok video when someone suddenly entered her room without knocking. The teen looked shocked and afraid, then suddenly stops filming her video. The sound of gunshots could be heard from her room a few minutes later. Partygoers were unaware of what happened to CASHAPP. Two guys discovered CASHAPP on the floor of her hotel room. They carried her to the elevator while holding her from behind and supporting her legs. As of 12:27 a.m., authorities had been notified about an earlier disturbance at Hyatt Regency. Following their arrival, the cops went to check on CASHAPP. She wasn't breathing and had no pulse. She was then transferred to the hospital, where she remained for some time. The medical staff tried to save CASHAPP's life but were unsuccessful. The 16-year-old was pronounced dead in the hospital. CASHAPP's parents called the chaperone to check on the well-being of their child, but were only informed about their child's death 8 hours after she passed. It was a shock to CASHAPP.
Oh, that's crazy. Like, 8 hours after, like, come on, dog. Like what are these doctors doing?
Learn of what had happened to their daughter. They were enraged because the chaperone had failed to tell them sooner of the occurrence.
Like, 8 hours, my nigga? Like, what? Like,
the hotel room was in her name, so I feel like she should be held accountable for my daughter's death as well.
They didn't learn the group was staying at a Hyatt Regency until they received a horrific call the next day.
Like, this is the morgue. And I was like, the morgue? They was like, yes, ma'am.
Like, they gotta stop this killing, like, for real. Like, stop killing these people so young. It's so annoying. Like, first we got the rappers, we got people. Like, come on, dog. Like, I'm tired of seeing niggas die so young. People die so young. It's so annoying. Like for real.
They was like, well,
we gotta start loving each other instead of just killing each other, for real. Like,
on your door.
Like, our race is basically like fighting against each other. Like, for real. Like, we can't see another black person win. We always gotta fight each other. Like, that's how it goes.
For the body,
which is sad
to come through. I'm like, whoa.
CASHAPP's parents say that call didn't come until 8:45 a.m. The teen was pronounced dead at 12:23 in the morning.
CASHAPP's parents were also unaware that the party had moved to Hyatt Regency Hotel instead of the Airbnb that was previously discussed. The parents felt like the chaperone should be held accountable for the tragedy that happened to their daughter, since she took responsibility for the safety of the children at the party, and her
What
parents
does
only allowed
chaperone mean? Like, what does chaperone mean?
Khaleesi to attend the party on the assurance that the chaperone would look after her. Atlanta Police Department reports that Khaleesi knew her attacker. Anthony Grant, the police spokesman of the Atlanta Police Department, reported as follows. Preliminary investigation suggests that the victim was inside of a room at the Hyatt Regency with a juvenile male companion. A verbal dispute occurred between both parties which resulted in the juvenile male fatally shooting the victim. The juvenile is a 16-year-old boy, but identity is...
Of course, of course. So were they dating?
Concealed. A 16-year-old boy was taken into custody by Atlanta Police and taken to Atlanta Police headquarters for additional questioning. At this time, the boy admitted to shooting Khaleesi after they got into a heated argument. Police then arrested the boy and charged him with felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a gun by someone younger than 18 years of age. The defendant is now being tried in an Atlanta court pending the court's ultimate...
Nowadays in America, like, the gun is the only way, like, for real, like, in other countries, like, we're the only country, like, that fights each other, like, for real, with guns, like, real talk. Like, America, like, what are y'all niggas doing? Like, take away these guns, dog.
Judgment. Khaleesi's parents...
Like, in the UK, it's nice, but at the same time, it's still bad there, too, but, like, y'all niggas spanking each other. Like, why can't we just all be peaceful? Like, no violence at all. Like, same thing that young boy saying, like, we need to stop the violence.
Parents also hold the hotel staff responsible for her child's death, and they protested outside of the Hyatt Regency Hotel along with supporters to express their outrage at the hotel's negligence that resulted in their daughter's death.
I want the surveillance footage of what happened. You know, who went in that room, who came out of that room, who was all there, what took place. I need to know what happened after she made that last TikTok video at 12:02 and she was dead at 12:23. I need answers.
Like, crazy.
From 12:02 to 12:23.
The family is deeply hurt by the passing of Khaleesi Williams and promises to get justice for her. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Please be kind to others, and we'll see you in the next video. This is
W video. Not the situation's a W, but at the same time, it was W that got awareness for this video. But man, shit, TikTok, man, shit, Twitter, man, shit, Instagram, man, shit, YouTube, and yeah, another reaction. Gang. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Like, you can press the video right here, or this video right here. Like, all these are bangers, so it only takes like 2 seconds, dog. Like what are you guys doing? Like, you can also follow the Instagram, like, takes like 2 seconds also. Like, come on, dog. Gang!